Hey folks, so 40K tournament at Capital City Bloodbath. I brought out my Eldar. I had two Wraith Fighters and my Crimson Hunter with three groups of Guardians and a group of Storm Guardians, all in Wave Serpents, my Farseer, and a Warlock. And that's pretty much it for the most part. I also had some Dark Reapers too to kind of back up with some extra heavier firepower. It was 6 games in total, and for the most part, I was doing really well at the beginning of the tournament. So went up against Magnus and a bunch of demons, and this was pretty tough. I didn't expect to be able to take out Magnus because I've heard just how powerful he was, but I stuck to my tactics. I dropped out my guardians, or I moved up my tanks, weathered as many shots as I could, dropped up my guardians, and fired every shot I could into whatever I could that was close, and I managed to take them out. Next game was against some Blood Angels and Space Wolves. It was a painful loss because those Storm Ravens are so powerful. Oh my gosh. Again, I just tried to stick to my tactics, move up my Wave Serpents, weather as many shots, take the Guardians and dump them out, and then fire where I could. I killed a significant amount of the Wolves off and the Storm Raven, but there were just too many units left around to really contend with, so it definitely resulted in a loss there. The next game was against Necrons, and the Necron player was a little bit basically started on the line, and I was able to move my jets past his characters and snipe them, so the extra bonuses weren't available to them anymore, and then I just kind of moved to the left-hand side of the table and waited as the units came in and just kind of took them out one at a time. So that worked out really well. So that had us at 2 wins and 1 loss. Then we went up against some Orcs. It was 3 Gorkanauts, and a bunch of boys inside that were in that heavy armor with Gazgul and whatnot. So again, I tried to keep all of my Wave Serpents together and focus as much fire as I can into them and try and take as much fire as possible. I did lose a significant amount of Wave Serpents, but I did manage to squeeze a victory out of there by just using every shot I could put onto these guys. Next day, we went up against Orcs again, and this was much harder because it was a lot more boys, and this player played against me on the doubles. So he had a little bit of an idea of what my tricks were with my planes. So it was definitely turned out to be a loss there. Next game was against Grey Knights. And these guys, I chose to go second. I shouldn't have done that. I knew as soon as I said, "Oh, I'll go second," I'm like, "No, wait a minute, you're gonna die." So my whole idea was I wanted to focus on the objectives in this game instead of just trying to kill everything. And unfortunately, it ended with me losing. So in the end, poor choice on that last game, but it was so much fun. We had an agreement at the very beginning of the tournament. He noticed I had Storm Guardians. He's like, "We're going to get into close combat. I'm not going to shoot at you." I'm like, "Okay, fine." We came up. I dumped my Storm Guardians out. I didn't shoot. I did shoot at him. Okay, I did kill off one of the units, but I assaulted his Grandmaster, and my Storm Guardians died so fast. But it was such a good game. Overall, didn't place anything within the tournament, but really anything. I walked away really happy with just having a great time and hanging out with everybody. That's one thing I really like about these tournaments, is being able to get out, meet some people you haven't seen before, seen some old friends, and then of course just have a lot of games within a weekend. Anyways, with that said, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye now.